Alrighty, good morning everyone and welcome back to XP12. Wow, this is something that I haven't said in a while. And welcome to Hamburg, where we're going to London Gatwick as per viewer request. And also as per viewer's request, we're doing this in XP12 because I haven't done a flight in XP12 in a while. And I thought it's a very good idea to check out yet another A320. But this isn't just any A320. This is the ultimate A320. It's the Flight Factor Ultimate A320. And yeah, this is the one that we're checking out. Now, this wasn't the original plan for this weekend. Yesterday, I actually took the LVFR from Cagliari on Sardinia to Munich, and then I wanted to continue to Denmark and then fly back to have a deeper analysis of the performance drops. Now I got to Munich in like 2 hours and the performance was already at 28 frames per second, so I was curious on how this would proceed. But when I did the turnaround procedures and I wanted to load the new flight plan into the EFB, which was now working because I uninstalled the heavy division mod for the 78X, the plane crashed. Or not the plane, the entire sim crashed. Completely no message, no error, no nothing, complete crash to desktop, and I haven't had that in Microsoft Flight Simulator like in years. So at this point I can just reiterate, like, stay away from the LVFR for now. It doesn't seem to me like they test their products properly. Like, this was the one when I took the corporate jet, the Airbus corporate jet A319 halfway around the world, and the engines continued to fail. Like, first the one, then the other. And I read in the comments that other users had the same issue, and someone pointed out there's an issue with the center tank. Like, okay, so you never tested that? Yesterday was the same. In the A320, I had the feeling that they never tested a turnaround procedure, because when I say get the new flight data and the entire thing crashed, that seems to be like it has never been tested before. Yeah, anyway, this is why the change of plans. We're not going to use the LVFR. I'm going to uninstall it and I'm going to forget it. Instead, I'm going to use X-Plane and the Ultimate A320, the Flight Factor A320. Wow, this is very loud. Okay, doesn't make any difference at all. Good. Wow. Setting sound. Okay, better. Good. So then again, welcome to, why is this airflow turned on max?
2 hours later.
Now my it's not very noisy, not very loud. The problem is that this is now plane specific. I have to set it up for this plane, and if I use another one, then I have to crank it up again. Future core, okay. Okay, it's there. Nice, very nice. And get. I thought maybe you can get directly from SimBrief your stuff. Let's look at SimBrief. What did they give us? 6618. Okay. Wow, okay. That was quick. Okay, so there's no real time or anything. Passengers. SimBrief. 144. Now, it would be nice to have some kind of SimBrief panel or some kind of SimBrief integration in this EFB here. Or maybe if I put up the init in the FMC. This works kind of a little bit like in the TOLUS, one click and then it's there. Okay, maybe now the numbers are... okay. Okay, this works. Okay, this works similar to the TOLUS. This is nice. This is very nice. Flight plan. Departure from 33 via Whiskey Sierra November 4 Golf. Okay. 33 via Whiskey, Sierra, November, 4, Golf. Okay, we have 2 Golf, then let's take this one. Okay, that looks good. Still aligning, okay, wow. Okay, that looks good, then we go there, there's a discontinuity. Let's clear that wood. Thank you. And then we go to EGKK. Simbrief already gave us a arrival. The Tibra arrival to G on runway 08 right. Okay. Oh, 08 right. No, it's already. Destination arrival 08 right. Tibra. Doesn't exist. Okay. Tibra. Oh, that's a very tight turn. Okay. Performance. Performance data, correct. Set. That's my performance calculations here. That's it. No speeds, no. Maybe it's in the FMC. Okay, what was it? 1/up 1.4. Not allowed. Yeah. Ah, now we have not allowed. Vice V1 not allowed. Okay. Never mind then. Okay, no flex attempt, then we use Toga. No problem. Still aligning? And by the way, shouldn't it say here IRS aligned in minutes or something? IRS in it here. Ah, I think that's the problem. Align on ref, confirm align. Okay, so you have to do it manually. Okay, that's the first time in an Airbus that I've ever seen this. This is interesting, okay. I never had to do this. But okay, that's fine. If that's the way it's usually done, then that's the actual procedure, then this is more like a good thing about the sim than about this plane than a bad thing. 350 at 6, 10:21, 30:15. 10:21. 10:21. 30:15, 10:21. How did this work here with the pushback? Oh, that's. If you are on, if you is on, let's turn the beacon light on. And I say, let's request pushback. How did this work here? Show ground handling window. Pushback, all right. Good question. Where are we? Okay, we are EDDH there. 33 is this one, so we push out right.
Hamburg full speed ground. Delta Alpha X-ray Lima Alpha. Request pushback to the right.
Delta Alpha X-ray Lima Alpha. Stand by. Pushback tractor is on the way.
Commencing pushback. Release parking brake.
Okay. Parking brake released. If it works. Let's check quickly. No, parking brake does not work. Okay. Never mind then. We are pushing back. So then let's... Does this work? No. Does this work? No. Okay, that's... okay, then let's do it manually. But the pushback works. Nice. Fuel pumps are on. APU bleed is on. Didn't I say pushback right? Oh, you pushed me directly on the runway. That's nice, thank you. I don't have to taxi then. And let's stop him here, then we can, yeah, just turn right and take off directly.
Stopping here.
Set parking brake, right.
Disconnect. Pushback completed.
Good. Good, nice. Okay, then, why are my engines not starting? Even idle sync is on. We have APU bleed. The generators are false, the packs are on, APU bleed is on. Beacon light is on. What am I missing? 36 psi, 190, 128 degrees. Not sure if this is correct, but let's see if we can start engine 1. Yes, okay. So there's something wrong. The pressure is okay, but something is cut off with engine 2. Okay, then I blame this on my inability to use this correctly. Let's start engine 2. Okay, now it works. Nice. So you have to start engine 1 first and then engine 2. Okay. Looks like we're getting it in the air finally. Really cool. So I would do some taxi preparations, but we are already... Oh, this works. Nice. But we are already here. Brake arm, speed brake max. Let's... put this on. What the heck? Okay, then this is all set. Nice. All TARA on. Okay. Okay, then let's yeah. Release the parking brake. Start the clock. Then oh, now we're moving. Ah, sorry. Cabin check. Takeoff config test.
Yes, sir.
Normal. Why are you still saying cabin check?
Yes, sir.
How can I help you?
What can I do for you?
Okay, let's pretend that this is all done. Then let's we try to get it in the air. Oh right, it doesn't work anymore. You cannot see my speeds. Okay. Ooh, wow. Don't know what's going on with these engines. But oh well. Okay, we passed S speed. Bring the flaps in. Can disarm the speed brakes while we're at it. I like this better in the A330. Leave a climb. Oh right, this isn't climb. Climb is here. Okay. And then let's turn on the autopilot. I have to turn this down. This is way too noisy. Holy shit. Huh? Huh? Okay. Doesn't make any difference. Oh. Thank you. Okay, then let's no. Standard. Hey? Can I put this on standard? I just did it by here. No. No. Okay. That and like that and then like that. Okay, now we have it. Nice. Is there a way to put this on standard here? Wow, okay. Looks like they have worked on the clouds. Looks a lot better now. Ooh, okay, I take it back. What is that? Okay, then we're climbing and I say, why don't we check out the passenger cabin? What was it here? It's okay. Okay, while we are advancing on this cloud wall here, get the, yeah, let's enter the destination data because we're getting already close to the top of descent. 38 minutes in the flight. Nice flight. I like that it's so short. Anyway, let's go and see. Enter destination data. Okay. 6 degrees to 60 at 3. We're landing 26 left or 26 right. I think 26. Oh no, we're landing 8. Oopsie. Oh, that's wrong then. Ah, shit. Yes, that's wrong. Then we have to land 26 left. See if our flight plan is somewhat correct. Nice. Okay, there's the decel. Then let's chase green dot speed. Landing gear down. Yeah, okay, then let's see. Oh, that's too wrong. Okay, that's now it chases the speed. See if we have some landing instruments. Yes. Distance is okay. No distance. Well, yeah, this is where we are supposed to capture, I think, the glide slope and the localizer. So let's see if we can go flaps 1. Very nice. Cabin ready.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cabin ready. Spoilers arm. Gonna brake low. Let's turn on the Christmas tree. Oopsie. Ah, there's the localizer. And let's grab that. Go to flaps 2. Okay, there's the glide slope. Then let's arm the approach. Then go gear down. Flaps 3 and flaps full. And then we should get our rest speed was 133. Our approach speed was 133. Okay. That looks good. Established on the glide slope, established on the localizer. Approach speed is... I think we're there. Well then, nice. Can't really see anything. Right, the landing thingy. I have a kind of landing rate monitor. Hope this works. I have no idea. I cannot get my normal landing rate monitor to work, but I have this thing, and I hope this shows me some data. However, thus far I can't see anything, so I'm still on the autopilot.
400.
Yeah. Is this the runway in front of me? I think so.
300.
It's a little bit too late to take over now, I think. Wait a minute. Oh, I cannot disconnect it like that.
Above. 100.
Ah, shit.
Minimum 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. Retard. Retard.
Ooh. Okay, the thingy worked. It's way too optimistic. My landing was a little bit worse than it was shown there. Oh, right, I cannot do that. Reversers work. Okay. Yes, I took over too late. I should have the autopilot have landed. It would have been better. But anyway, welcome to yeah. You know where we are by now, right? It's like London Gatwick. Okay, then let's put on the parking brake, and then let's give us some external power. Ah, right. Turn the beacon light off and turn the engines off. Oh, now it works. Okay, weird. Okay, standby off. It's off. Seatbelts off. Fuel pumps off. Okay, now I have to say something about the plane and the flight. Now, this is the latest version of X-Plane. I don't know what this is exact, not the exact version. I don't know, can you find that out somewhere? About X-Plane, here. This is version 12.04. Okay. I didn't feel a lot of difference. Like to the other versions, no idea. Clouds still look shitty. I felt that the ground textures as such look a little bit better. That's probably because of the season. So that's better, I think. I think this still looks too desaturated a little bit at least, and the clouds are like, yeah, absolutely unbearable. Like they have such weird shapes. Like I'm asking myself, what planet am I flying on? I think if you have X-Plane 11, just stick with X-Plane 11. Okay, then let's talk about the plane. The flight factor A320 Ultimate. The Ultimate A320. Is it the Ultimate A320? It's difficult for me. I like the flight model a lot better. I think this is by far the best flight model of all the A320 CEOs. That's for sure. Like, I only had control of it a little bit, but it felt a lot better than... I have never any control over the Phoenix if I fly it manually. That's how it feels to me. I can put on the realistic side stick or what have you. Doesn't matter. I never feel in control of anything with the Phoenix. Like, it feels so numb and unresponsive. So the LVFR, yeah, after the experience I had yesterday, I will uninstall it, and I cannot recommend anyone to use it. However, the experience overall is way more enjoyable in the Phoenix, in my opinion. You have like a better flight pad, you have the Navigraph integration, you have like your deboarding, boarding procedures, you can see how the seats empty or fill and how the fuel is pumped in, and it's just the little things are a little bit nicer, the textures are a little bit nicer, they are not as sharp, or they're as sharp, but they look more used and all that. But the flight model of the flight factor is definitely way better. Again, I'm not talking about realism here, just talking about what I prefer personally. Anyway, the flight factor is good. It's a good airplane, I think. It's very, very simulated. Not as enjoyable to use, but yeah, that's probably personal preference. Anyway, I leave you now here in London Gatwick, and I talk to you in the next one. Take care and tschüss. Ne?